So welcome students in a new tutorial. In this tutorial we will learn about the addition of rational expressions. Rational fractions with the same denominator. Like question number 1, as you can observe, the denominator of these fractions is same, and also you can see question number 2, the denominator of these fractions is also same. Also question number 3, you can see that the denominator of these questions is same. Also we will discuss fractions with different denominators, as you can see from question number 4 to question number 10. The denominator of all these questions is different. So in this video we will discuss how we can add or subtract the rational expressions having the same denominator and the rational expressions having the different denominator. So let's start. So first of all we will discuss about the addition of rational expressions having the same denominator. As in the previous video, we have discussed simple fractions having the same number in their denominator. We can solve the rational expressions in the same way. So what was the method? The method was that as the number in the denominator is same, so just place the number here. It is x. Now take the first fraction, that is 2 by x, multiply it with the number written here, or in this case you can say a polynomial. So in this case the polynomial is here x is cancelled with x, so what remains here? 2 multiplies by 1, it gives you again 2. So just write 2 here. The sign next to the very first fraction is plus, so place plus. Okay. Now the second fraction in our case is 3 by x. Multiply again it with the polynomial written here, as in this case it is x, so x is cancelled with x. Now what remains here? 3 multiplies by 1, so in this now you get 3. Okay, just write 3 here. Now simply you can add these two numbers in the denominator. It becomes 5 by x. So this is how you can add rational expressions having the same number in their denominators. So let's move to the second question. So this time we are given with a question again having the same denominator. So as you know very well, the method to solve the rational expressions having the same denominator. So what is the method? Just place a line here, write the number or the polynomial in denominator. So again repeat the method. Take the first fraction, that is x by 2x plus 6, multiply it with 2x plus 6 is cancelled, so what remains here? X multiplies by 1, so so you again get x, so just write x here, again write the sign plus. Now take the second fraction, that is 3 by 2x plus 6, multiply again it with 2x plus 6, it is cancelled. Now what you got here remains 3 ones the 3, you get again 3, just write 3 here. Now our question becomes x plus 3 by 2x plus 6. So now try to make it more simple. As you can see in the denominator, 2 is common in these two terms, so just take it common. So what remains here? X plus 2 3s the 6. Now as you can see, the polynomial in the numerator and the polynomial in the denominator become same, so cut it. What you get here remains 1 though, so your answer is 1 by 2. In this way you can solve the fractions having same number in the denominator. So let's discuss another question having the same number in the denominator, that is question number 3. Now what is the question? So this time again we are given with a question having the same number, having the same polynomial in the denominator. So let's solve it. As you can see, the number in the denominator is same, so just place a line here, write the polynomial here. In this case it's x minus 5. As you know very well, as the denominators are same, so simply you can add the numerators. Now in this case the sign here it is plus, so you know very well it change the sign of the next polynomial. So our next polynomial become 2x minus 15. So just simplify it, it becomes x square minus 2x minus 15 over x minus 5. So now try to make it more simple. As you can see in the numerator it is a second degree equation, so you can try to make the factor of the factors of this equation. So now find two numbers that multiplies gives you 15 and addition or subtraction of these two numbers gives you minus 2. Just for example, you can say 5 3 the 15, and when you will subtract 5 by 3 you will get 2, but the requirement in this case is minus 2, so you can write it as minus 5 and plus 3. Now you will get minus 2. So what factors you can write? You can write as minus 5x plus 3x. So just write these two factors here, x square minus 5x plus 3x minus 15. Just make factors x into x minus 5 plus 3x minus 5. So the factors in this case x plus 3 and x minus 5. So write these two factors in place of this equation. So we can write x plus 3 and x minus 5 in the denominator, and it's x minus 5. So you can cancel x minus 5 with x minus 5. So your answer in the simplest form is x plus 3. So you can see this is the easiest method to add or subtract any two rational expressions having the same number in the denominator. So next we will discuss the rational expressions having this different polynomials or different numbers in the denominators. So this time we are given with the fractions having different denominator. So let's start solving it. First of all, we will observe either we can make the denominator same or not. You can observe in this case the first denominator is 2 and the second is x. Making them same may takes your time. So let's continue with the second method. Just place a line. As you can see here it is 2 and it is x. You cannot take the LCM because first number is 2 and second is a polynomial. So write both these denominators here. So now take your first fraction, that is 3 by 2, multiply it with 2x. 2 is cancelled. So what remains here? 3 multiplies by x gives you 3x. So just write 3x here, put the sign plus, take the second fraction, that is 5 by x, again multiply it with 2x. This time x is cancelled. So what remains here? 5 multiplies by 2, it gives you 10. So you can write 10 here. Now your question become 3x plus 10 over 2x. Now just look at it. Can you make it more simple? As you can see, these two terms have no common number. So your answer is 3x plus 10 over 2x. In this way, you can find out the sum of two or more fractions having different denominator. So let's move towards one more example to add the rational expressions having different denominator. Now this time again we have to find out the sum of rational expressions having different denominator. So just have a look on the second fraction, second rational expression, that is 8 by 2x plus 6. You can see in the denominator of second rational expression 2 is same in these two terms, so just take it common. So our question becomes x plus 3 8 over 2 x plus 3. Now you can also observe 2 for the 8. So our question becomes x plus 3 plus 4 by x plus 3. Just notice one thing, that now our denominator has become same. The denominator of both these expressions has now become same. So you can solve it by simply placing the denominator. Just for once x plus 3, you can write here x. Simply you can add the numerator. So your question become x plus 4 x plus 3. This is the answer of your given question. You can see that how simply we solved it. So first, just observe your question carefully, that you can make your question more simple or not. So let's move towards our next question. So this is again our rational expression having different denominators. So just first look at your question. Can you make it more simple? So just observe your question carefully. As the first rational expression is 3 by x plus 1. No of the terms in the numerator or denominator is common or cannot be taken as a common to make it more simple. And your second expression is 4 by x plus 2. Also you cannot make it more simple. So your question cannot be more simplified. So just start solving it. As the denominators of these two fractions are different, so just put a line here. Put x plus 1 and x plus 2. So just as usual, take the first rational expression, that is 3 by x plus 1, multiply it with the polynomials written here, that is x plus 1 and x plus 2. X plus 1 is cancelled with x plus 1. So what remains here? 3 into x plus 2. Just simplify it, it will become 3x plus 6. So just write 3x plus 6 here. Now take the second rational expression, that is 4 by x plus 2, multiply it again with x plus 1 and x plus 2. Cancel x plus 2 with x plus 2. What remains here? 4 into x plus 1. So make it more simple. Multiply it 4 with x plus 1. It becomes 4x plus 4. So now write here 4x plus 4. Now you know very well we can solve similar terms with each other. We can add 3x and 4x. So it becomes 7x. Now add the similar constant terms, that is 6 and 4. It becomes 10. And in the denominator, you can either multiply these two terms or you can place them as it is. Now look at your solution. Can you make it more simple? As none of the terms in the numerator can be taken as common, and also in the denominator. So your answer is 7x plus 10 over x plus 1 into x plus 2. So now this time you are given with rational expressions that are little bit tricky and interesting. So let's solve it. Just look at your question. Can you make your question more simple? Just look at your first rational expression, that is x square plus 4x over x square minus 4. As you can see, in the numerator there is x square plus 4x. So you can see we can take x common from these two terms. So our numerator becomes x into x plus 4. And in the denominator, here it is x square minus 4. Can you compare it with a very well-known formula? Yeah, you can compare it with a very well-known and easy formula, that is a square minus b square equals to a minus b and a plus b. Just write your denominator here, that is x square minus 4. You can write it as x square minus 2 square. Just have a look at it. It is similar to a square minus b square. So you can write it as a minus b, that is x minus 2, and a plus b, that is x plus 2. So replace your denominator with these two factors, that is x minus 2 and x plus 2, minus 1 by x plus 2. As you can see, x plus 2 is same is 2 times. So as you know very well, any factor that is 2 times, we write it just for once, that is x minus 2 and x plus 2. Now take your first fraction rational expression, that is x into x plus 4 by x minus 2 and x plus 2. Multiply it with x minus 2, x plus 2, because your LCM is x minus 2 and x plus 2. X minus 2 is cancelled with x minus 2. You can also cancel x plus 2 with x plus 2. So what remains here? X by x plus 4 multiplies 1 gives you again x into x plus 4. So just make it more simple. Multiply x with both x and 4, that it becomes x square plus 4x. So just write x square plus 4x here, minus take your second rational expression, that is 1 by x plus 2. Multiply 1 by x plus 2 with x minus 2 and x plus 2. You can cancel x plus 2 with x plus 2 because these two terms are same and are multiplicative inverse of each other. So what remains here? X minus 2 only. So just write x minus 2 here. Okay. Next just simplify it as it is 4x minus x. As here it is minus, so it will change the sign. It becomes plus 2. X minus 2 and x plus 2. You can also close it again. X square plus 4x minus 1x, it becomes 3x plus 2. X minus 2 and x plus 2. In the numerator, you can see it becomes a second degree equation. So you can also make its factors, like you can factorize this equation, like you can write your equation separately, x square plus 3x plus 2. Find two numbers that multiplies gives you 2 and addition or subtractions of these numbers gives you 3. As you can see, 2 multiplies by 1 gives you 2 and 2 plus 1 gives you 3. So you can write x square plus 2x plus 1x plus 2. So just make factors of this equation, x into x plus 2 plus 1 into x plus 2. It becomes x plus 1 and x plus 2. So you can replace your denominator with these factors, as the factors are x plus 1 and x plus 2, and in the denominator you have x minus 2 and x plus 2. You can cancel x plus 2 with x plus 2. So your final answer is x plus 1 by x minus 2. So this is a way you can simplify any rational expressions. Either you can add or subtract any kind of rational expressions if you know the tricks to solve the questions. The first trick is that observe your question carefully. Either it can be made more simple or not, then start solving it. Okay, let's move towards your next question, that is, okay, this time first have a look on your given question. We are given with the two rational expressions with different denominator. First, notice that either you can make your question more simple. Just look at your first rational expression, that is, your first rational expression is 2x over 3x minus 9. Look at the denominator. Here it is 3x minus 9. 3 is common in these two terms, so just take it common. It becomes 2x over 3 into x minus 3 minus 2 over x minus 3. Now your question has become more simple. Now look at the denominator. X minus 3 is twice, so just write it only once. 3, your LCM is 3 into x minus 3. So again repeat your method as usual. Take the first rational expression, that is 2x over 3 into x minus 3. Multiply it with 3 into x minus 3. You can cancel 3, both 3 and x minus 3. What remains here? Here remains 2x multiplies by 1. So this time you get 2x. So just write 2x here. The sign next to first fraction is minus, so just place minus here. Now take the second fraction, that is 2x minus 3. Just write 2 over x minus 3 here. Multiply it with 3 into x minus 3. You can cancel x minus 3 with x minus 3 because these two are multiplicative inverse of each other. So what remains here? 2 multiplies by 3. You will get 6. So just write 6 here. Now simplify it. You can make it more simple. As you can see, 2 in the numerator, 2 is common in these two terms, so just take it common. Here remains x minus 3 because 2 3 is the 6 over 3 into x minus 3. Okay, now x minus 3 is cancelled with x minus 3, so our answer is 2 by 3. As you can see, this is the easiest method you can use to add or subtract any rational expressions having same or different denominators. So let's move towards the next question. So in this question again we are given with rational expressions having different denominator. So just first look at your question. Can you make it more simple? None of these two terms are same, neither you can make them same, so don't just try to make them same, because in the first expression we have 5x over 2x minus 3. You cannot take anything common from 2x minus 3. And in the second rational expression we have minus 4x square over 3x plus 1. Also from 3x plus 1 we cannot take anything common. So let's solve it. First, place a line here as usual. Now write both the factors, that is 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. Now take your first expression, that is 5x over 2x minus 3. Multiply it with 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. You can cancel 2x minus 3 because these two are multiplicative inverse of each other. Now what remains? 5x into 3x plus 1. So just multiply these two terms. It becomes 15x square plus 5x. So just write 15x square plus 5x here. Now just take the second expression, that is minus 4x square over 3x plus 1. Again multiply it with 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. You can again cancel 3x plus 1. Now what remains here? 4x square into 2x minus 3. Just make it more simple by multiplying these two terms. It becomes 8 minus 8x cube, this minus and this minus, it becomes plus 4 3s are 12 x square. So just write minus 8 x cube plus 12x square. Now you know very well similar terms can be simplified only. It means that only you can add or subtract the terms that have the same power of their variable. Okay, now 15 plus 12, it becomes 27x square. Now as you can see here 5x powers 1 and here it is x powers 3. So you cannot add or subtract them. So write them as it is, minus 8x cube plus 5x over 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. Now just arrange them according to their power. Place the highest power on star, that is 8 minus 8x cube. Now 27x square plus 5x. As you can see, x is common in these three terms in the numerator. Okay, so from the numerator just take minus x common. So what remains here? 8x square minus 27x minus 5 over 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1. Now as you can see in the numerator, it becomes a second degree equation. You can factorize it. Have a look, either you can factorize it or not. So as you can see, you cannot make the factor of this second degree equation. You can solve it by completing square or by any method, but we doesn't need these methods in this question. Our target was only to make the factor of this equation so that we can make our answer more simple, but this second degree equation will not be factorized. So our answer is minus x into 8x square minus 27x minus 5 over 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. Okay, so let's move towards our next question. So this is our final example. After solving this example, may you got the idea how you can solve any type of rational expressions having same or different denominator. I hope that you got the easiest method or to solve the rational expressions or the simple fractions having the same or different denominator. So let's move towards the solution of our question. First of all, look at your question and observe carefully. Either you can make it more simple or not. Obviously you can see x square minus 4 and you can relate it with the formula again, a square minus b square, that is a minus b and a plus b. So just write your first denominator here, x square minus, you can write 4 as 2 square. So you can expand it again, x minus 2 and x plus 2. Already we have expanded such type of denominator in some previous examples. So now let's have a look on your second denominator, as your second denominator is x square minus x minus 2. So you can make the factors. Just multiply the last number with the first coefficient, that is 1. So you have to find the number that multiplies gives you 2 and addition or subtraction gives you minus 1. So just have a look on 1 multiplies by 2 gives you 2 and 1 minus 2 gives you minus 1. You can say 1 minus multiplies by 2 gives you minus 2 and 1 minus 2 gives you minus 1. So requirement is fulfilled. So just write these two numbers here, x square plus 1 x minus 2 x minus 2. So just make the factors, take x common from these two terms, x plus 1 minus, just take minus 2 common. What remains here, x and plus 1. So your required factors are x minus 2 and x plus 1. So just replace your first denominator with these two factors, that is x minus 2 and x plus 2, minus 3 over x square minus x minus 2 will be replaced with x minus 2 and x plus 1. So you can see x minus 2 is common in both the denominator. So just put a line here, just place it for once, x minus 2, place x plus 2 for one time and x plus 1. So just again take your first fraction again and x minus 2, x plus 2, as usual multiply it with x minus 2, x plus 2. First remove it, as this is disturbing us, so just remove it. Okay, right here what remains, x plus 1. Okay, you can cancel x minus 2 and x plus 2 again. What remains here, 2 into x plus 1. Simplify it by multiplying it with 2x with x, it becomes 2x plus 2. Just write here 2x plus 2 minus, now take your second rational expression, that is 3 over x minus 2 and x plus 1, multiply it with x minus 2, x plus 2, sorry, x plus 2 and x plus 1. You can again cancel x plus 2 and x plus 1 in this time. What remains here, 3 multiplies by x plus 2. Multiply these two numbers, 3x plus 6, so just write 3x, because here it is minus, so this time this sign is changed, will change to minus. So now make it more simple, as again and again I am telling you that you can only add or subtract the numbers having the same power of their variable. So you can minus 2x minus 3x, it becomes minus x, and plus 2 and minus 6, it becomes minus 4 over x minus 2, x plus 2 and x plus 1. You can also take common from the numerator, here it becomes x plus 4, x minus 2, x plus 2 and x plus 1. As you can see, you cannot make your answer more simple, as in the numerator here it is x plus 4 and in the denominator here none of the term is x plus 4. So this is your final answer. I hope that you now may got the idea how you can easily solve either add, write, or subtract the rational expressions having the same sign in their denominator or having the different signs in their denominators.